Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on what time zone you're in. As always, I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I'm Sharon Ann. I love writing poetry, dramatic monologues, and reading my poetry at coffee shops or outdoor theaters. I like swimming laps as it's great exercise. My favorite book of the Bible is the book of James, as it's full of knowledge and wisdom we all need in life. Most of all, I'm passionate about all things mental health. Moving on, I wanted to come on today talking about the joys and challenges associated with attending conferences throughout the year. After all, many of us attend these conferences to obtain CEUs for educational purposes, to network with others, and to learn about topics related to a career profession. Let's get the ball rolling. Attending a conference where you don't know anyone can be a nerve-wracking experience, especially if you struggle with social anxiety. Who do I talk to? Is it okay to sit by myself in the room? Do I dress up or do I go in my weekend attire? What if I see one of my clients? Do I say hello to them or do I let them approach me instead? The thought of entering a room filled with strangers, it might feel overwhelming. It's easy to imagine scenarios where you're left awkwardly standing alone. For example, I recall attending a conference earlier this year at a Holiday Inn by Tampa Airport. At the conference, as I was waiting for the doors to open for the day, I recall trying to make small talk with other conference attendees. I was asking them how they found out about the conference. What is their career profession? What are they hoping to walk away with knowledge-wise when it comes to the conference? But as the conference kicks off, there's an unexpected icebreaker game. You know, the game where you tell two truths and one lie, and everyone has to guess the lie. At first, the anxiety is almost paralyzing, but as the game progresses, you start to relax. The laughter and shared stories, they begin to chip away at the fear that initially held you back. As the game continues, you realize that not only do you have social anxiety, but many people in the room do as well. They start talking really fast or almost in a whisper, unsure of times that you might have to second guess yourselves, or they end up second guessing themselves as they play the game. And you're hoping to make connections with others in the room. One conversation leads to another, and before you know it, you're engrossed in discussion about your favorite hobbies, professional goals, and even some shared struggles. By the time the game ends, you not only survived the initial social interaction, but you also made some genuine connections. They're not just acquaintances, they're people who share the same interests you do, the same challenges you faced. And the rest of the weekend is a blur of engaging workshops centered upon topics such as neuroscience, brain spotting, guided imagery, meaningful connections. You realize that what started out as a weekend challenge, a daunting experience, it turns into a weekend of growth and opportunities. You discover that many of your new friends, they also deal with social anxiety the same way you do. You support each other as both of you step out of your comfort zone. The once intimidating environment of what do I say? How can I relate to others at the conference? What do I wear during the day? What do I wear during the evenings? What do I wear during a talent show they might have or an open mic night? It's all a thing of the past. The space it now feels like a space of opportunity and connection. And you leave the conference not only with new knowledge, but with new friendships. If this story resonates with you and if social anxiety or past trauma is something you're struggling with, consider working with me as your trauma coach. This month and until September 10, I'm offering sessions at a pay what you can basis. And this is to ensure that support is accessible to anyone, regardless of what they may be going through. Together, we can walk through the challenges holding you back and help you build a life filled with meaningful connections and confidence. Reach out today and let's take the first step towards your healing journey. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.